great morning to you fine ladies and gentlemen out here on Fanatics Live. We'll get to that in just a second. On a Masters Thursday. Man, it kind of snuck up on me. I heard Kreger talking about that just a little bit. I was trying to give Kreger a chance to hop on over here, but I said, enough time has gone. He'll come over here in a minute. I hate, you come into the room and the show's already going. You gotta get a little settled here. But he's been rocking and rolling since 3 a.m, so I do think he will be all right. He kind of set it up pretty nicely. Great night of MLB, of course, as always. We'll review that. Little Masters preview. I am not a golf guy, or I'm not golfing guy, 3305, friend of the show here. But, look, I freaking love the Masters. Of course, we got to talk about it just a little bit. What's going on, B. Langley? Right here in the middle, tomorrow, some new releases. Got an announcement coming down the pipe just a little bit later. We're going to do a little different show tomorrow. Stay tuned for a teaser of that. But Stranger Things High Tech and Topps NBA 3 are coming out tomorrow. That's going to be Victor Wembanyama rookie card still in Topps 3 right there. What's going on, Kreger? How was the late night? Anything crazy? Get into anything?
We got to open some Bowman U Chrome.
Now we're talking.
Cooper flags.
Damn.
Man, we got the number 2 overall prospect in the WNBA draft.
Okay.
From Notre Dame.
Hidalgo?
Not Hidalgo.
I don't know.
Citron. I forget her first name. But
I know who you mean, though. I know who you mean. Good night. Good night, nonetheless.
Good night, yep.
I think I saw we hit a Shohei Ohtani out of Luminaries.
2021 Loomies.
That's crazy. That is crazy. Yep. Yeah, no, it's just crazy what you think about some of these huge cards that have just been marinating a little bit. Mm-hmm. I know there's one of them still sitting out there right now. I want to talk about that one just a little bit later. Mm-hmm. But Kregerman, I think I've been liking how the structure has been going since the baseball season.
Okay.
Where I start the show and we just review the last night in the MLB, break it down, show some highlights, have some conversations about players who have been really popping off lately. But yeah, let's get right into it. No need here. But real quick, actually, now that I mentioned before I get there, slab or no slab wheel. For those who are new to the program, it is back as always. Put a couple fun ones on the board for you guys today. We got a Derek Jeter, meaningful material to 99. Noble Meyer, nice prospect with the Marlins. His Bowman first auto is on the wheel now. What was the other one? Oh, yeah, Jacob Wilson. Jacob Wilson on the Bowman glass is the other one I added today. So just a couple things you can win today. And, of course, Mike Trout, pink gem at 10. C.J. Stroud, rookie card gem at 10, still sitting there. And Adley Rushman, the spotlights out of that one just a couple days ago. Loaded wheel on slab or no slab, as always. We do have trivia today. I've been letting people off easy. We got Masters-themed trivia today, by the way.
Ooh, I'm excited.
That's going to come down the pipe at 10 a.m. Eastern, and then at 10:45 Eastern, we got a little just a slab or no slab for the free. Looking to get something added into our store other than the 2-boxer. Not going to offer wheel spins for the 2-boxer right now, but if we do get something added in, of course, I will offer some slab or no slab wheel spins there. And the last piece of business, you mentioned Bowman U Chrome giveaway. Mm-hmm. We still got, Bowman U Chrome. Mm-hmm. What's up, Rothschild? Hope you're doing well, man.
Good morning to you.
Good morning. Good to see you popping back in here. And follow us on Twitter. We are on X. We are on Twitter. Suncoast Sports _ you can win a box of Bowman U Chrome that way. Dodgers can't be beat. Good morning. Finally back on that page. But let's get into it, baby. Baseball last night. It is so good to be back. We were making fun of the Pirates, and man, does it feel good to make fun of the Pirates sometimes. I got too many tabs open over here. My goodness, let me find it. But the Pirates, we bullied them into submission. We did it. This is a collective W for the online gremlin community, for us here at Talkin Slab, because we were bullying the Pirates the other day.
Oh, they put it back.
They put it back.
Oh, I thought this was the before.
No.
Okay, they put it back. I didn't know that.
They put it back
Nice.
yesterday. I am sure Surfside is pretty pissed off today. But everyone was outraged. How could you take down the Roberto Clemente tribute in right field for a Surfside ad? And they did put it back.
Nice.
So just have to tip my cap there. If you're going to bash them, you got to tip your cap when they do something well. But starting the day, this is the first game of the day yesterday. It was the Pirates-Cardinals. Did anyone catch this game? Because, good Lord, was it sloppy, but also a lot of great pitching. Now, I picked up Eric Fetty yesterday in fantasy baseball.
Okay.
6 innings pitched of no-hit baseball
Hopefully
yesterday.
you picked him up before the first pitch.
Oh, I did.
Good.
I did. I played him on my lineup, but they took him out after 6 innings.
6 no-hit innings?
He had 88 pitches. They took him out with a no-hitter after 6 innings.
That's why. I mean, 88 pitches through 6 is a good.
It's a decent amount.
But at the same time, like I don't know if we're ever going to see it again. You know, the 6 no hits. It's all like analytics follow the schedule. You know, it's April. We're not going to leave you in for that.
I know.
But
88 pitches is a little too. I thought he deserved at least one more inning.
Yeah.
I needed the win for fantasy's sake, so I was, pretty selfishly saying keep him in.
Yeah.
But I couldn't believe they took Eric Fetty out after 6 innings pitched, throwing a no-hitter. But this was the big talk of the town last night for the Pirates game. In case you missed it, who's on the mound here? I don't know who Ferguson is, to be completely honest with you. First and second, 2 outs, by the way. It's a 0-0 ball game in the top of the 8th, and this happens. Good Lord. Talk about a huge collision. Not what I expected. Bam!
Ow.
And then, but wait, he's out. He's
Let's
out
go.
at the plate in a 0-0 bowl game. I mean,
Wow.
Scary stuff here. I think this was Endy Rodriguez and Joey Bart colliding. I mean, I would say Pirates season in a nutshell right here. But,
Pirates decade in a
I'll watch it
nutshell.
again. I mean, bang, man. I mean, that is tough right there. Just smacks right into each other. Now, my question right here, how do you not score? Right? Like, 0-0 game. How do you not score? It's the top of the 8th. Right here, by the way, pitcher who
Shout out to the awareness of that pitcher.
Shout out to the awareness. I think his name is Joey Ferguson. I could be wrong about that. But he's just kind of watching it. Oh, no, actually, it wasn't the pitcher. It was the third baseman now that I watch it back. He runs around. So, all right, let me watch this again. Is there an easier way for the Cardinals base runner to score?
Just dolphin dive.
All right, let's take a look. He sees what happens. He's like, oh, crap, what's going on? He could jump over them.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys are athletic. Instead of jumping over him, he takes his time, kind of walks around until right here he's like, oh, crap, I might not be safe. That's when he tries to kind of dive on the plate.
I love the ump, too, standing directly like as if he's the catcher.
That's a good point. He was out. He was ruled out. And the Pirates actually went on to win this game in 13 innings.
Wow.
Walked it off 2-1. That run might have been the difference. Hopefully, Endy Rodriguez is okay. But yeah, that was how we started our day in baseball. Perfectly normal day for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Ridiculous play over there in Pittsburgh. Mets lose 5-0 to the Marlins.
Tough.
Always happy when the Mets lose. But take a look at this ending in case you missed it. I know a lot of you guys were working when this happened. Dane Myers. Anyone know the name Dane Myers? Mm-hmm. Take a look at this play from Dane Myers yesterday. This was the last play of the game. Fearless. Fearless.
That could have easily been a broken wrist.
Broken wrist, broken neck, concussion. Yeah. I don't know.
Wow.
Bam, baby.
Wow.
Dane Myers with a smile.
He knows what he did. That was the last out of the game, you said?
Last out of the game. Oh, man. Marlins win that one 5-0. I just want to watch it one more time.
Wow.
Golly. Props to him. Props to him. I saw, the ovation from Morgan Rush. I saw Marlins Twitter saying, like, this is the player you build around. The guy who's fearless. He'll do anything for a win. I'm like, man, Marlins fans are just down bad. Like, they'll latch on to anything right now. Nothing against Dane Myers. It was a hell of a play.
Yeah.
But, like, yeah, I don't know if you're going to build around him just for one play. It reminded me of something, by the way. The last time I saw something like this, also against the Mets, Aaron Rowan. Aaron Rowan against the Mets to win the game. Same thing. Oh. Bang. He actually broke his nose. He was out for weeks after that.
Pretty bad.
So that's not fun. But I was surprised that Dane Myers ended up just smiling, walking, just walking right off of that one. Shout out to Dane Myers. Awesome play right there. Always happy when the Mets lose 5-0. Talk about difference in payrolls right there, man. Marlins and Metropolitans. What else we got here? Oh, Yankees snapped out of their funk. They beat the Tigers 5-3. Another home run for Ben Rice. And I kind of want to spend some time right here and highlight Ben Rice. So far for the Yankees, Ben Rice has been fantastic. Now, hey, what's going on, Rob? Come on now.
Morning, Rob.
We got to go back and forth here. I'm sure your Mets will be beating my Phillies up pretty soon. Hope you're doing well, Rob. But hey, man, I have to celebrate. I have to take my wins when I can. But Ben Rice, man, hits another home run yesterday. His numbers now, he's hitting .306, 3 home runs, 2 stolen bases, a 1086. There we go, Juve. A 1086 OPS for Ben Rice. So, Krager, I know, you rip a lot of Bowman, and there's not a ton of Ben Rice cards actually in circulation. So I was looking for some good Ben Rice cards to highlight here. I believe this is his red to 5. And if it's not, I apologize. I was looking at sales for Ben Rice. And there's not a lot of cards in circulation. Ben Rice, Series 1 red. This sold a couple days ago. Does anyone have a guess on what a Ben Rice raw red to 5 sold for the other day? I thought it was a little bit lower than I thought it was going to be.
Okay.
You got any guess here on this one?
If it's a red to 5 of a rookie, regardless of the name, obviously plays for the Yankees, I'm saying 120 to 150 raw.
120 to 150 raw?
Somewhere around there.
Ooh, way higher, actually. Yeah, way higher.
And when did this sell again?
2 days ago, I believe.
So
2 days ago.
into the season, he's been having a decent start. You said way higher. Is it clearing 350?
Clears 350. Elliot says 400.
Okay.
His Suncoast Ashley in the house asks Jenny Gizmo. There's one way to find out. You say the name. I'm sure she'll pop in if she's here. And if not, we'll wait. I guess not yet. $500.
Wow.
$500 is what this Ben Rice to 5 auto sold for. Top Series 1. Listen, I know we're not running a lot of Series 1 right now, but if you guys are out there, if you see people who are running Series 1 breaks, I will, Jenny, I will say Jenny Gizmo says hi to Suncoast Ashley. I'm sure she'll be popping in here any moment now. Nonetheless, good morning to you, Jenny Gizmo. Appreciate you hopping on in. Ben Rice Series 1 to 5 sold for $500.
That's nice.
If I'm hopping into Series 1 breaks, I would be eyeing up the Yankees because not only has he been starting off really well with the numbers. Do you go to Baseball Savant at all, Krager? Are you familiar with it?
I'm not familiar.
So Baseball Savant is the page for just straight, baseball nerds, and I say that with the highest respect to all of you out there who use Baseball Savant.
Yeah.
Red means good. It's one of the few places in which red means good. And it's just all the advanced metrics. He is tearing the cover off the ball. Look at some of these things here. Now, I'm not going to pretend to act like I know what expected batting average and expected slugging, but I do understand what average exit velocity means. He is hitting an average of 96.7 miles per hour on all of his hits. He's barreling up 98% of his hits here. 27.3 barrel rate. I don't even know exactly a barrel percentage, actually. That's 98th percentile.
Wow.
He is hitting 72.7% of balls at a hard hit rate. That's the 100th percentile. He's number 1 in the MLB right now for hitting balls hard. If you just break it down to the simplest form.
If he gets contact, it's going for a ride.
Right. His bat speed is way up, 84th percentile. He's squaring up the balls. His chase percentage also, he's not chasing balls out of the strike zone either. Walks percentage is super high, 18.5%. He's striking out a lot. He's missing a lot of balls when he swings. So it's basically saying when he swings, he's either going to miss or he's going to crush the baseball right here. Ben Rice, feel like you have to be in, right? I mean, after you're seeing all this, the time is now, I feel like, to get in on Ben Rice. Simple as that. $500 for his Bowman first. Hop in on those. Other thing I noticed here, Krager, is the Tigers. Quietly 7-5.
Yeah, not a lot of buzz about them, but they're having a good start to the season.
Very respectable. Very respectable. Tigers quietly 7-5. Let's see what else we got here last night. Padres beat the Athletics 2-1. Not a ton right there, but I did notice Manny Machado has 6 stolen bases.
In what?
13 games?
13 games? Jeez.
13 games and 6 stolen bases for Manny Machado.
Turning back the clock.
Yeah, for real. His season high ever in stolen bases is 20. He did that when he was 22 years old. He's 31, I'm pretty sure. I think Manny Machado is 31 years old.
Wow.
So Manny Machado is off to a crazy start. The Padres are the first team to 10 wins. Hang the banner. Hang the banner, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, I hope Richie's not watching.
I don't know where I saw this. This might have been some Dodgers account or something like that because Padres fans are just going crazy right now. And a lot of people are like, there you go. Hang the banner because this is all you're going to get this season. I disagree, to be honest with you, Krager. I think this Padres team is as real as it gets.
Really?
Yes. To me, this is like a get hot, stay hot kind of deal with the Padres. The bottom end of their lineup is a little They got guys like Jason Hayward hitting for them, Yuli Gurriel, a guy named Brandon Lockridge, like a bunch of guys that I'm like, man. But that 1 through 7, and the bullpen and starting rotation is so good. Craig, I know, it's hard for you to watch some of these games here, working the overnights, but what's your kind of, litmus test, your kind of knee-jerk reaction to the Padres so far? Like, where do you place them in terms of the MLB hierarchy right now?
It's hard to say because I remember when we were on this show talking opening day predictions, I was the one that said, one of these teams in the NL West has to not make the playoffs. There's no way that you can have 3 wild. It's possible, but it's really hard to have 3 wild card teams. But the Giants are better than what we thought.
Yep.
The Padres, at least better than what I thought they would be. The Dodgers are still going to be the Dodgers.
Yeah.
And the Diamondbacks still have a lot of pieces that are really good, too. So it's come to a complete shock to me, not only how good the Padres, but how good that entire division is, save for, of course, the Rockies.
Yeah, of course, the Rockies. They lost 17-2 last night. But, trying to, put it into terms in, where I would stack them.
Mm-hmm.
I would put them as maybe not a top echelon contender, but a team that would not surprise me if come October they're making a World Series run at all. Obviously the Dodgers are ahead of them, but I'd put them slightly below the Dodgers. I don't think there's this massive drop off between the Dodgers and the Padres. I really don't. Padres and Phillies to me are pretty even.
Number 2, 2A, 2B,
yeah,
basically.
2A, 2B to me right now in the National League. I'm just trying to think of anyone who would beat them out. Anyone have any qualms with that? I think Padres and Phillies are 2A, 2B right now in the MLB. But on the other side, the A's, they dropped that one. It's not been a great start for the Oakland Athletics, or Sacramento Athletics, excuse me. It's not easy to get used to that. Not been a great start for the Athletics, but at least they have this guy. What is this? Oh, I don't know. Just your daily Nick Kurtz home run. Another one for this freak of nature. I mean, come on. Who's doing this? What? I mean, they need to put signs on this playground over here. I don't know. Whenever they made this playground, they didn't think a guy like Nick Kurtz was going to be hitting nuke shots right into the playground over here in El Paso. I mean, what a start for Nick Kurtz, the old habits die hard, the Sacramento Athletics first baseman. That home run, 455 feet, 111 miles per hour off the bat. For one, Nick Kurtz, he now has 6 home runs in 10 games, man.
That is wild.
I mean, come on, go hop in. And are the A's still alive in this 2-boxer?
No, the A's did get taken down.
Of course they're not. A's are off the board. Way to be, West Texas. That's the way to go. Mav, what's going on? Good morning to you. Talking about Nick Kurtz here. Obviously, the next question. He joins a short list of guys where the question is when, not if, he gets called up. Kreger, I was thinking about this morning. I'm in the shower. I'm thinking about Nick Kurtz. I'm driving into work. I'm thinking about Nick Kurtz.
Okay.
And I'm thinking about one thing. How do we get this guy into the major leagues?
He's going to be box office once he gets to the league. Maybe not right away, but this is going to be a guy. I love what Oakland's doing with their young talent.
That's true.
So I don't know. Maybe do they want to still be bad this year? Is it one of those things they're worried that this is going to make them good?
They definitely want to be good this year. It's not working as well as they would hope it would. They're off to a slow start. I think the bottom line is that you got a guy right now, Tyler Soderstrom, who has 6 home runs himself, and he's doing it in the big leagues. That's a big block right now for Nick Kurtz over there at the first base position. The one way that you could probably see Nick Kurtz, other than injury, which I got Tyler Soderstrom in fantasy. I really don't want him to get hurt.
Fair.
The one way I think you could see Nick Kurtz playing is if you're able to get Brent Rooker to play a little more outfield.
Okay.
I don't know how bad Brent Rooker is at playing the outfield. That guy must be terrible because he is an outfielder. Like he's played outfield before in his career. Guy hardly played outfield second half of the year last year. I don't think the guy's played one game in outfield for the A's so far this year. He's strictly DH'd. That's the one place where I think that you could get Nick Kurtz up is if you're able to get Brent Rooker a little more comfortable in the outfield. Until then, I hate to say it, you're kind of just waiting on an injury. Probably just Tyler Soderstrom, if that, which is unfortunate. What time we got here? Just making sure we're not, I'm not bleeding into the slab or no slab time. But yeah, Nick Kurtz. I mean, the sky's the limit, guys. Please, I'm telling you, go get those Nick Kurtz cards before it's no longer a secret. I feel like the casual fans are starting to learn about Nick Kurtz now. Like it's the worst kept secret at this point, you know. So it might be too late. It honestly might be too late to get some Nick Kurtz cards, but man, hop on in. I know West Texas is already taking down the A's, but it's the A's, it's the Cubs, and it should be the Royals now, who are the first teams off the board in any of these Bowman breaks that we're running here. All right, what else we got? Maverick, are you still here? Shield your ears, because we got to talk about that Orioles clunker last night. 9-0, Mav. Take it for what it's worth. Defensive run saved. Has Rooker listed at minus 12 runs saved last year in the outfield. That's the thing, though, Maverick. And then, right, that's what I mean. Like, the Athletics are no dummies. They see the same things that we're looking at. And it stinks because of Brent Rooker's shortcomings that are so glaringly terrible in the outfield, it's preventing the A's from calling up maybe the most exciting prospect in all of baseball right now.
I wonder if Kurtz keeps going. Does it force Oakland's hand to try to like make a trade to make an opening for Kurtz?
See, the only and I like where you're thinking because I think he's like that good, and like you want to like get him up that quickly. If you're gonna trade Tyler, like you have a guy who, how old is Soderstrom? I want to say 25 years old.
Yeah,
and he, like I said, he has the same amount of home runs as Nick Kurtz. Difference is he's doing it at the major league level. Let me see Soderstrom's age. Soderstrom is 23 years old. So here's the thing: we get so excited about the next guy up. Soderstrom is 23 years old, and you know, let me put this the other way. Are we not talking about Tyler Soderstrom enough?
No, we might not be.
Right, because what he's doing is more impressive. Like I said, doing it at the major league level, 1 year older than Nick Kurtz. We get so excited about the next guy up that I think maybe we forget sometimes about what's right in front of you.
I can see it.
Was watching Soderstrom yesterday. He drilled one 2 feet away from a home run, dead center in Sacramento last night. So yeah, honestly, bang for your buck. Now that I kind of want to backtrack here, bang for your buck, might be better off getting a couple Tyler Soderstrom cards when I think about that. You know what I mean? Like, Nick Kurtz is probably booming right now in the market. Hello, there's a guy who's starting right now in first base for the A's. Get some Tyler Soderstrom cards. Yeah, Diamondbacks beat the Orioles. Moving on to the next game here. Diamondbacks beat the Orioles 9-0. And here's a guy that a lot of us, I didn't, but I know a lot of you wrote off last year. This guy's on fire right now. Corbin Carroll. Don't write off the former Rookie of the Year. Think twice. I mean, his swing just looks so back. I am so happy to see this guy raking. So far, early on the year, he's hitting .320 with an 1164 OPS, 5 home runs. He doesn't even have a steal on base yet. I mean, I just want to watch. Like, this is the...
Such good extension on that.
This is the Carroll swing that we saw all rookie year. It's effortless, man. And he's strong. He's a little guy, but he's so strong. He cuts through the zone so quickly. I'll throw it one more time. It looks so beautiful. Yeah, you nailed it, man. The extension on that. The way he pulls that outside changeup. Whoop! See you later. Into the power. I mean, that's a long home run. 413. That's a 420-foot bomb right there from Corbin Carroll. He is really popping off right now. And I got to pull up his card data right here. You can still get in. You can still buy Corbin Carroll for the low price here. Kreger, I might call this my number one buy right now. This is his card ladder data. Corbin Carroll, waiting on a Carroll Luminaries redemption. Take your time, Elliot. No rush, because I'm telling you, the only thing you might want to get that quicker is to send it to grading. Yeah. I do not think you want to sell it because, look, this is where he peaked. I want to say this either his rookie year or offseason after his rookie year. This is where he peaked. This is where he's at now. I think the baseball community, from what I listen to, from the things I read, everyone is in agreement. This guy was really hurt last season. He's a gamer. He played through it. He's good to go. You know, like, Kreger, I mean, are you getting the same sense here, or are you going to say pump the brakes at all?
No, I think the same thing. I think it was us, I think, on this channel as well, saying buy the dip. I know Connie preached it a lot, too. I remember seeing a local card shop here in the area had a red to 5, first off the prem, Future Stars rookie, Corbin Carroll from that 2020, I guess 3 would be, or 24 Chrome. I don't remember which year it would be
I think 23. I think 23.
But it was a Gem 10. They were asking 800 for it. But even then, I was just like, I get it. Red to 5,
dude, 800?
Future Stars autograph.
When was this?
This was February, I want to say.
February?
So spring training time?
Oh, dude. I bet that card would go 1,200.
You think so?
I think it's already up. Because if it's before the season, you know, they probably were like, you know, we like Corbin, but
let's get rid of it.
Let's get rid of it. Get some good money for it. A little nervous about how last season goes. Just the small sample size, I know, but like he's had, I want to say I saw 50 at bats already. Like he has, you know, leading off. He already has a good amount of at bats. dude, he is just crushing the baseball. And I specifically wanted to look at his Bowman first sales for a base Bowman first Gem Mint 10, PSA 10 from Corbin Carroll. Some of these numbers here are nuts. So this card at its highest sold for $1,300 in January of 2024. So it was a speculative purchase. It was, season's over. I don't know, January. I guess the person was bored, went to meetings, and was thinking, all right, who do I really want to invest in for next year? Corbin Carroll. What does he do? Has a terrible season last year. Call a spade. Had a terrible season last year. This card dropped to as low as $214.
I would buy that for $214. I'd buy 10 of them for $214.
$214 last season this card went to. Anyone want to take a guess on the most recent sale of this card? So for context, January of 2024, this went for $1,300. And in the middle of last season, at its lowest point, it dropped down to $214. That's an $1,100 gap
That's crazy.
in less than 1 year. What would you guess? Anyone taking a guess here? The most recent sale on a Corbin Carroll Gem Mint 10. I think this was either yesterday or 2 days ago. PSA 10.
I'm guessing 700.
All right, you say 700. Cecil says 550. Maverick says 535. Elliott says 8 to 9. All right, maybe I shouldn't have said this. Maybe I should have kept this information to myself and just bought it. 350.
That's the recent sale.
Most recent sale, 350 for a Corbin Carroll. That I shouldn't have shared this. I should have just taken this information.
We're gonna make some people really happy.
Yeah. There you go. $350 for the most recent Bowman, according to Card Ladder, right? Using the Card Ladder information, $350 for a Corbin Carroll Bowman first Gem Mint 10. It seems to me we're all in agreement though. Last year is the outlier, not the trendsetter for Corbin Carroll. This is a buy right here. Call me, oh man, I was going to make who's the boy band? Bye. Call me NSYNC, baby, because buy the Corbin Carroll dip right here. Let me flash that up again because, it goes to show this was his peak. You know what I mean? Like, we're about halfway to what the Corbin Carroll market was his rookie season. And I like how those guys over there in Arizona are playing. They made a World Series his rookie year. No reason to me that it can't keep climbing. All right, 9:59. We got some more baseball to get to here. But it is the first day of Augusta. So we got a Masters trivia for you.
I'm excited. I'm so excited.
Oh, me too, man. You and Enia, I did daily fantasy. I never do daily fantasy.
No, didn't get any of that. The Masters are one that I just like kind of watching and enjoying as a fan.
Me too, man. Yeah. I like to make a couple lineups just so I can be like...
Have something to root for.
Who are your guys this year?
So I actually had a buddy of mine who was at the Monday and Tuesday practices and was getting to watch, and he said Bryson looked great as always.
Hell yeah, he did.
I had a couple of my friends saying they're drinking the Rory Kool-Aid this year.
Oh, okay, for the 11th year in a row.
Straight year, yeah. No, I really like. I think Morikawa's one of the better putters on the entire tour. But it's so hard to pick against Scotty. I know Scotty's not the greatest putter, but he is far and away the best with the driver, the best with the irons on the tour. It doesn't matter if he's the 50th best putter on the tour.
I tell you what, I will be rooting against Scotty Scheffler. Nothing against him. I just want to see someone new win.
That's fair, and I get it. And this would be, 3 in a row for him?
I think 3 in a row.
3 in a row for him if he wins it, which I don't know the last time that's been done. But I'd love to see Morikawa. If I had to make a pick, I'd probably just play it safe and go Scotty, but I kind of want to see Morikawa win one.
I hear that. So today's trivia question. Gonna be, I know, right, Penny? I know. I do want to talk a little bit more about the Masters, too, before we're out of here today. How many debutantes have ever won the Masters? So what I mean is the first time they've ever played Augusta, first time they've ever been in the Masters, how many times has a debutante ever won the Masters? Your choices are 0, that's never happened before, 1, 2, or 3 times. There we go. It's a tough one today. Tough one. I've been letting you guys off pretty easy. I thought this one was tough. So how many debutantes have ever won the Masters? Penny says can't be 0. I'll be honest. When I came up with this question this morning, driving in, because I didn't know the answer to it. My thought was 0, honestly. My thought was going to be 0 on this one.
There's a couple of guys that are in my head I'm kind of thinking, but a lot of them it's, great high finishes that maybe never quite got the invitation because they didn't win or they didn't finish high enough, but still were consistent. So there's probably a lot of people who were great golfers, just never got the qualifier for Augusta. What's the answer here?
I believe the answer is 3. The answer is 3. So no giveaway here. Horton Smith in 1934, the first ever Masters tournament. So that's,
fair.
Everyone was there, so it has to be one. That someone knew it. There couldn't be zero. 1935, Gene Sarazen won it as his first time. And then in 1979, someone named Fuzzy Ziller? Hell, I don't know how to say his last name, but his first name is Fuzzy. 3 debutantes have won the Masters ever, and no one has done it since Fuzzy. Maverick says he doesn't count. He was a bear. Zeller. Thank you, Flanny. We got some good sharps over here. Fuzzy Zeller in 1979. I apologize to the Zeller family, and I'm not talking about Cody and Tyler this time. But there you go. We are, I thought he paid for the Hornet. That's what I'm talking about, Penny. Hell no. We're talking about Fuzzy. So unfortunately for y'all, no freebie today at 10 a.m. I've been giving a lot of freebies out here, but we will be running that out. 10:45, no strings attached. 10:45, we got a slab or no slab giveaway here. But nevertheless, I do want to get to a little more Masters talk in just a second. But a couple odds and ends I wanted to pick up here. From last night. What else we got here? Giants walked it off. It was awesome, man. It was awesome. I love a good walk-off. We'll just play in case you missed it. Great call here.
Wow, and he knew it off the bat, too.
Dude, that's baseball right there. Splash home run. Yaz with the walk-off jack. Some of the best announcers in the ball game. Is that true? Mav, the fact that it's not Barry Bonds is hilarious, although they just walked him probably. They would have just walked Bonds. That's awesome, man. Yaz is having a great start of the season. Giants continue their epic start of the season. Dude, it's just awesome. That's baseball right there, man. A splash home run, walk-off.
So sweet.
The other thing, though, Giants came back. I think they were down he's 7 splash hits, which seems crazy to me. Dude, I think he's played in San Francisco, longer than you'd think. How many years, 5 years, 6 years now?
I'm thinking at least 5 or 6, because I was thinking right around the turn of the decade is when I first started hearing his name.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's one of the more fun, the fact that he's, the grandson of Carl Yastrzemski. Wilmer Flores also homered again. He's up to 5 home runs on the season. I think the Giants were down 5-0 in that game as well. How'd they get down 5-0? Justin Verlander. Weird stat line from Verlander. 5 2/3, 5 earned runs. Actually had 9 strikeouts, though. He still got it. Yeah. Craig, are you ready to make any damning proclamation on Justin Verlander?
I mean, for me, it's after Houston, I just imagine Verlander's done. He retired after Houston. Kind of like, who am I thinking of? There was one guy that
Michael Jordan, I mean,
you could say Jordan. That's probably the most common one of hey, his Wizards years didn't happen. There's someone in the NFL that I can't think of.
Jerry Rice?
Yeah, I guess Rice would be the one. Seattle just never happened. Oakland, you could be but Seattle never happened for Jerry Rice. No.
Yeah.
Same thing with Hakeem in a Magic jersey.
Oh, wow. I didn't even know that even
Or no, I'm
happened.
thinking of Ewing in a Magic jersey. Hakeem in a Raptors jersey.
Mav says he said he was healthy and throwing the hardest in over 2 years.
No, I did see that, Maverick, yeah.
I watched some of his start yesterday. He's got life on his fastball. He's still 9 strikeouts is impressive for a guy like Verlander. What I wonder is, if he's I thought that Verlander would be a guy who's he's gonna have to learn how to pitch now at 94 and 95. I thought he'd be good enough to do that. I wonder if he still finds himself falling into let me beat you with my fastball here and there. And clearly he was able to a couple times yesterday with 9 strikeouts. But I do think he's done. It makes me wonder how bad Kyle Harrison is. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. Kyle Harrison, he's not hurt, is he? Let me pull that up. I think he's in AAA. Penny pinching. You must be reading the show rundown.
That was a great finish.
You must be reading the show rundown because that is what we got here. Good Lord. This is
so unlucky.
This is just sad, man. There is no way the White Sox lost this way. There is just no way the White Sox lost this way. Take a watch.
I mean, was it when he stepped on the bag the wrong way or
So Mike Talkman here, he tweaked his hamstring a couple of games ago. And I guess he was trying to play through an injury here. He was hurt. It was a day-to-day thing. Oh, man, that's on me. I clipped the wrong one. There's another one with the replay that showed it. That's my bad right there. But watch it again. I don't know if it shows it fully here. No, it doesn't. But yeah, it's right around here is where he kind of comes up limp, starts coming up limp, and just couldn't do it. He was going to be safe, like without a doubt. He was going to be safe. You hate to see it, honestly. You hope he's all right. Mike Talkman over there, former Yankee, former Cub, hurts his hamstring there. Dude, that's just the most White Sox way to lose a ball game. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Two things though from this one that I saw. One, sorry, White Sox. I mean, it just sucks. The second one, and I think that might be worth a bigger talking point. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think as well. Do we need to start talking about Emmanuel Clase?
No.
Really? What? I am, in 1 to 10. 1 to 10. Give me 1 to 10 worry on Emmanuel Clase.
Now, I'm not going to sit here and act like I've watched a lot of Guardians baseball to start the season.
I'll give you the numbers then, all right?
Sure. Let's
6 innings pitched, 6 ERA, 6 strikeouts, 1.83 whip. That was his first save of the season. His first save of the season, and I get it, the Guardians haven't won a ton of games, but his first save of the season came on a Mike Talkman, coming up limp against the White Sox. Bases were loaded. He allowed 1 run against the White Sox. And Penny, his playoffs were awful.
I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one.
1 to 10. What are we thinking? Worry on Emmanuel Clase.
With 1 being the lowest, I'm at like a 4 or so. I don't think this is over for him. The guy's not, super old.
No, not at all.
Exactly. I don't think so. Is he having maybe a bad start to the season? Sure. Did he have a bad playoff last year? Sure. Is he's I don't think he's hurt. Maybe it's just a mental block.
I don't think he's hurt either.
Over a mental block. Who knows? But I don't think so. I think he's earned the right to be called one of the better closers in the league, maybe the best in the AL. So I'm not worried.
Okay. I respect it, Kreger.
You know how many times people were worried about Chapman throughout his career?
That's true, too. And to your point, though, Chapman would go through months at a time where it felt like he couldn't throw a strike.
That's fair.
And now, what is he, 39 years old, 38 years old?
Still throwing 100.
He's kicking butt right now. He's kicking butt right now. It's crazy. I wrote off Chapman for a year, and he looked like he deserved it. But to your point, I will say this, man. Clase, I would put it at 7.5.
Okay.
Is my worry on Clase because I love Clase. Don't get me wrong. But we see this with pitchers. I mean, closers specifically sometimes. When was the last time we saw a closer just dominate for years at a time? Probably Aroldis Chapman. Yeah. And even still, he fell off. You know what I mean? You see this happen all the time. Kirby Yates. He led the league in saves. He fell off the next year. Oh, man, I can't even think of another guy who led the league in saves recently. Someone help me out here. I mean, you see Camilo Doval. With the Giants, now he's not even their closer. Ricky Vaughn. You don't even hear about Ricky Vaughn. I was going to say Eric Gagne, but he was on roids, so that was a different reason. It's just hard to find. There's the Mariano Rivera's, the Trevor Hoffmans,
They're hard to find.
Craig Kimbrell for a 5-year span. You know what I mean? These, Felix Bautista right now, I don't know what's going on with him. So I just think it's the nature of the position for one. But I do get a little bit worried about Emmanuel Clase. Look, he's pitched 6 innings. And at the end of the day, he is 2-0. His stat line says, but 6 ERA, a 1.83 whip.
I like watching Clase. I think he's got a great cutter. It's hard to hit.
I mean, he's electric.
I hope he goes down the Chapman route as opposed to the Papelbon route where he just is great for forever instead of has a good 3 years and then is just a journeyman.
Yeah. No, it's a scary, it's you better get paid while you can, especially if you're in that position. Mav, I'm wondering the same thing. Brandon, great shout. Good old Brad Lidge. Everyone has the theory. If you guys don't remember, watch the last out of the 2008 World Series. There's a Phillies fan theory that Ryan Howard tackled Brad Lidge so hard in the celebration that Brad Lidge was never the same pitcher after that one. No, Mav, I'm a little worried too. I have Bautista on fantasy. I have Bautista on fantasy this year. And did he get one save or was it the one opportunity he got shelled? I know he's had only a few outings, and he did not look great. So I'm a little bit worried about Bautista as well, but I'll wait to see. Brad Lidge was never the same after 2003 playoffs where Pujols rocked him, says Easy Company. What was he with the Astros then? Mav says, I don't think he's had a save chance. That is wild. Orioles, I mean, I'm not worried about the Orioles in the slightest. Orioles always have such a weird bullpen. Ever since Bautista went down, I never understood why Yanier Cano never got more opportunities. But that's a whole different thing. Tell him to go Royce Oswalt and electric. Wait, Penny, enlighten me on that story. I think I've heard that before, but give me a quick reminder. Was he just trying to jump his car one day and
put it on incorrectly?
Yeah, positive, negative to ground. Arm was dead. Wait, what? Is this like an urban legend that Roy Oswald had
a dead arm, so he just decided to give himself an electric shock? Maybe. That is insane. There's no way.
Penny, I'm gonna have to do a deep dive, dude. Whenever you think you've heard all the crazy baseball stories,
something crazy.
There's another for you. Oh, that's awesome. I'm gonna have to look at that one. Lance Berkman. All right, thank you for this deep dive. I'm gonna do. That's nuts. Rays won yesterday, 5-4. Oh no, actually, real quick. Loden, are you in here? Any Braves fans? Just have to show to go, F yeah, Bryce Harper, baby. Come on now, Phillies win. Oh, Phillies win. That's really it. Just a quick reminder that Bryce Harper still is a freaking stud.
Yep.
Great game last night. Phillies won, I want to say 4-3. Alvarado made me nervous, shut the door. Yeah, Bryce Harper is still really good, ladies and gentlemen.
Second most home runs in the 2010 class.
Really? Sorry, Duval Devil. I just have to get it in while I can. There we go. There we go, Phils. Braves now 2-9. Braves fans in here, I got a question for you, Braves fans, because it was me and my buddies, and we're bouncing back each other so early in the season. But we were going into this series as Phillies fans saying, this is a huge series. Mm-hmm. And then I kind of took a step back, and I'm like, guys, it's like the second week in April. How can this be a huge series? Now, the Braves, they moved to 2-9. Could you call this a must-win if you're a Braves fan? And I kind of say that in jest. I know it's not literally a must-win, but for Duval Devil, I know we got J-Mac, who's a Braves fan in here. Loden, who works for us, a Braves fan. Like, is this a must-win today? Like, and I know it's not literally a must-win, but like, if you lose this game, at the end of the day, it's not. But Duval, you're telling me if you lose this to the Phillies today, Schwellenbach on the bump, you're telling me you're not hitting the panic button this early in the season? You start feeling a lot differently, I think, if you lose this game, don't you?
Start feeling pressure, most definitely. I think if you want to keep in the, hey, it's early in the season, if you want to keep a good mentality, you need to win this game. You need to win this game. I'm worried that if they don't, and they're like, man, we're going to get players back from injuries soon, but we're starting in this hole. If they can be like, we're winning this game. This is a great Phillies team. Yes. They might win the division, then it'd be one thing for them to win this game and keep that confidence going, even if they are 3-9. But this, if you get 10 losses before you get 3 wins, you might start really questioning, hey, what can we do this year? Rather than, hey, we got a chance. We got people coming back.
I like how you put it, and maybe because I'm a Phillies fan, I'm trying to look at it from more of a negative light. Yeah. But to your point, I like the way you put it for Braves fans and for the Braves there. It's like, if you're able to win this game, you win this series. Mm-hmm. And you can say, all right, that bad start we had? We just beat the Phillies, who are on a red-hot start. We just took a series from the Phillies. We defended Truist. Mm-hmm. Strider, correct me if I'm wrong, Duval, I think Strider has his last rehab start today. He's been looking really good as well. And you're right, Duval. Murphy is back. I think it's a big game for the Braves, but let's not get ahead of ourselves.
It might be like a mental must-win. I think, closer than anything.
Yeah, it's not. We're not gonna get crazy here. It's not an absolute must-win. Acuna, look, it still seems like there's going to be probably a month out, give or take, for Acuna until he's back. Okay. Give or take a month. But Strider coming back, I think, is going to be massive for them. Rays won yesterday 5-4, and no disrespect to the Rays, decent win. That's not what I want to talk about. Uh-huh. I want to talk about a young man named, how do you say it, Kyren Paris? Kyren Paris, what's going on, Eddie? And Dylan J. Schwellenbach is a beast. Mm-hmm. They should win with him pitching. Dylan, I'm with you. Schwellenbach is a freaking beast. Great PC, Duval. I got him on my fantasy team. I am pumped. They also got to go against Jesus Luzardo.
Good start to the season, 2-0, isn't he?
2-0 with a 1.50 ERA. Mm-hmm. One of those games coming against the Dodgers. I was going to say I hope so, but honestly, as a Phillies fan, I don't hope so, Duval. For the sake of your PC and just a fan of baseball and young talent, yes, then I will say I hope so. That dude can strike guys out, too. I'm going to pull this up. Schwellenbach over on strikeouts tonight. Might be like a squad ride.
I'll look it up real quick.
You know what I mean? The way that the Phillies strike out, if Chipper is impressed so deeply with him, I'm in on him. Damn right. Chipper anointed Freeman, too, I believe, Duval. I think back in the day, before everyone was all on a Freeman, I remember Chipper being like, yeah, that guy's going to take over for me. So yeah, if you have the Chipper sign of approval, it's a good place.
5.5 for both starters.
Get the heck out of here. I almost cursed. That's going to be the squad ride today, all right? Book it. I don't usually go crazy on baseball betting, but I'm going to bet against the Phillies tonight there. Schwellenbach over 5.5 strikeouts tonight. You can hold me to it tomorrow. That's going to be my big play tonight. I hate to do that. It seems like
it is
money.
minus 160. So
minus 160.
So the public's
all
on
right,
it.
all
The
right.
public's on it a lot.
I'll still take it at minus
Same
160.
with Luzardo, minus 165.
The Luzardo one, I don't know as much. But as a Phillies, when you're a fan of your team, you know their tendencies. They strike out a ton.
Yeah.
Give me Schwellenbach over 5.5 strikeouts. That's a fun one. Okay, the other card I really wanted to highlight today, Kyren Paris. yeah, I don't know about the Cy Young bet. I know it's hot right now and he deserves it, but way too early to be betting Schwellenbach Cy Young, I think. I'm not saying it's a bad pick. I just wouldn't be, at the odds he's at right now, I can't take that right now. Kyren Paris last night, 2 home run game. This was his first one last night. Both opposite field home runs. Right now, Kyren Paris is hitting .440, 5 home runs, 8 RBIs, a 1653 OPS, and 4 stolen bases. He'll play his second home run, went even farther, by the way. This was Kyren Paris' second home run. Dude's tearing the cover off the ball. I looked at Paris Bowman first on eBay earlier this morning. You did, Elliot? All right, there we go. Dylan, I am jealous because who did I pick up? I picked up Jake Mangum off of waivers. Shout out to who is it in the chat? Someone inspired me. I went Jake Mangum over Kyren Paris. I got to check to see if he's still available in my league. Otherwise, I would be picking him up. Someone says steroids. I'm going to say it's not steroids. You want to know, he made one change this offseason. He worked with Aaron Judge's hitting coach.
Oh, okay.
This offseason. I'm not going to say that he's going to hit 60 home runs, but if there's something you want to hear that a guy did on the offseason to lead to a good change, I feel like working with Aaron Judge's hitting coach would be a damn good place to start. Someone's talking about his Bowman first. Actually, no, hold on. I want to pull that up in 1 second. There's something else that's even cooler I wanted to show. What is it here? Oh, no, never mind. That's about Jackson Chourio. Oh, yeah, Kyren Paris, the first player in American League history with 5 home runs and 4 stolen bases in the first 10 games played of a season.
That seems not too hard.
Right.
I mean.
Right. Kind of a wild stat there. First player in American League history with 5 home runs and 4 stolen bases in the first 10 games. Wild stat for you. All right, who said it? Elliot. Looked up Paris Bowman first on eBay earlier this morning. Dylan, steroids don't create contact. Same thing with Bonds back in the day. True, Dylan. He absolutely put out some big weight from the look of it.
Oh, yeah.
So this is what? This is base, I want to say. Base, gemmed out. Chrome dry. Yeah, Bowman first auto. Now, I did not look at yesterday, admittedly. So this was stuff I had on the docket 2 days ago. 2 days ago, this card sold for $110. Before this card sold for $110, these were the 4 previous sales: $65, $40, $30, $40, $7.50
For a Gem 10 version?
for a Gem 10. Someone was just looking at their collection, was like, I got, the Cali Kens of the world said, I got way too many cards. I just want to get rid of the $7.50.
99-cent auction.
Not too long ago. I didn't check what it was at today. Bad job by me. His Topps Chrome base autos right now are going for 50 to 65. Stock is way up. Having said that, I think it'll be good. This might not be the time to buy right now. I think there's just a boom. Everyone's talking about him. You know what I mean? I'll say it again. He worked with Aaron Judge's hitting coach.
Yeah.
Maybe this is just who he is.
Keep this info in the back of your head. Keep checking daily. Buy the dip in 2 or 3 weeks when he has, a 3-game skid or something.
Maybe. 2 years ago, this card was averaging around $30 as well. And Duval's right. I do think the message of this whole thing is keep your random autos.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You might seem like, I skunked this break. Who even is that guy? 9 times out of 10, they don't pan out. But there's that one. And right now it's Kyren Paris. And I think half of it also is being smart about it, knowing when to sell, when to hold, and all that. There's no one who knows the exacts. But if you're Kyren Paris, now might be the good time to sell. So, Kreger, I know you're a Rays fan. Did you get a chance to see what happened with Christopher Morel 2 years ago? 2 days ago, or 2 nights ago? So we played it on here. He, as the kids would call it, he pimped a home run.
Yes, I did see that.
You did see that?
I did see that one, yep.
Now, Jay came like this. Am I too get off my lawn that I say I'm not thrilled with the Rays that they started him last night? I thought he deserved a night on the bench.
I mean, he's one of your better players, regardless of if he's, stupid or not. I mean, I've seen BJ Upton do a lot worse in my time as a Rays fan, just jogging and whatnot. Hey, was it embarrassing? Sure. Did it? I mean, I don't know if you need to bench a guy over that. You can find him, you can talk to him, but at the end of the day, we're trying to win ball games.
Yeah, I
know.
know.
What he did wasn't very much, hey, I want to win a ball game, but I've seen BJ Upton do a lot worse and still get plenty of money.
All right, fair enough. I get what you're saying, but I just, in a series of 162,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Christopher Morel, he's not irreplaceable. He's a good player,
Sure.
but he hits over just above 200 last season for the Rays. From the manager of Tampa, if I'm Kevin Cash, I'm saying, come on. Take a seat, young man. He's young. You got to set a culture over there in Tampa.
I suppose you're right.
I want to sit him down. I didn't like it when I checked the box score. I said, "Don't you dare tell me they started Christopher Morel tonight." They started him. Not thrilled with that. But get off my lawn, I guess. JK, until you run into the guy himself working at the local mini mart, keep your Bowman autos. That's good stuff right there. Is there any true story there? I would wonder if anyone ever has been like, that's got to be so sad. Hey, I remember you, I remember you in Bowman.
A viral video a couple weeks back where some guy, I believe he was like a bartender at a hotel.
I saw that.
And he's like, hey, I have your rookie card from the 80s. And he started tearing up, kind of emotional.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. I saw that. Last one for us last night. Bring us home, Jackson Chourio. This dude is unbelievable. Let's go from the top here. 5 RBIs last night. 5 RBIs for Chourio last night. Brewers absolutely spanked the Rockies 17-2. Took advantage of that Coors Field altitude. I want to say 3 for 5, 2 RBIs. Another crazy stat. It's crazy that they've been playing MLB baseball for 180 years or whatever, and there's still things that are happening that have never happened before. Jackson Chourio is now the youngest player in MLB history to collect 12 RBIs in any 3-game span. Does this mean Yanks beat the Rockies 40-4? So, it sounds about right. It sounds about right to me, Penny Pinchin. Here's the list. This is the list of players who are 21 or younger to have at least 10 RBIs in a 3-game span. You'll notice a trend on this list. Hall of Famers, or potential Hall of Famers, MVP candidates, perennial All-Stars. Fernando Tatis Jr. did it. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Adrian Beltre, Junior Felix, Al Kaline twice, Mickey Mantle, Eddie Matthews, Granny Hammer, baby, Ted Williams twice, Mel Ott, Jimmy Fox. I can't read these names here. Some guys, I'll be honest, I'm not familiar with. But the entire list, this is the entire list of players 21 years or older who have had 10 or more RBIs in a 3-game span. Jackson Chourio is in elite company. Since striking out 5 times in his first game of the season, he has gotten a hit in every single game. Sky's the limit for Jackson Chourio. I appreciate everyone. That is my MLB recap of yesterday. It is crazy how much that happens, how much there is to talk about in a single slate of baseball, dude.
It's so much
You know
fun.
what I mean? It's just so fun. So I say all this, and I want to bring this to my question from yesterday. Sunco Sports on Instagram, give us a follow. I don't know if I have an answer on this one, to be honest with you. Let's get a poll up here. Kreger, I want to know what you think on this one. I'll put 2 minutes. All right? Who are you choosing?
I mean, I know, me personally, there's one guy that I'm not going to choose, and it's Merrill. And there's nothing against Jackson Merrill, but I think that Ellie and Chourio are on a different level than Merrill. I know Merrill was one of the favorites to win an NL MVP last year without Skeens, but I think he's just on a different level. You got Ellie, who's going to be not only a power hitter, not only a great defensive shortstop as well, but also can just steal 70 bags a year. And then you got Chourio, who, as we've seen, just did something that hasn't happened since Ted Williams and Al Kaline. And Milwaukee as well is known for developing talent, mainly on the pitching side of things, but Chourio's clearly been developed well. I'm also a little biased. My favorite number is 11. I love that Chourio wears number 11. But I'd say when it comes to just sheer excitement, when it comes to production, it's either Ellie or Jackson. For me, probably would lean Jackson. Chourio.
Okay. Yeah. I really struggle to come up with an answer here. I immediately try to make a case for Merrill or Chourio. I just want to be different. not everyone, but most people are saying Ellie, it seems, based on the comments and based on, hold on, Snot. Merrill MVP this year. You heard it here first. Snot, I've heard a lot of people say good things about Merrill, but you might actually have it first for saying MVP. I don't know if anyone's gone as far as calling it MVP. Is there a giveaway if we get this one right? No, not quite. We're going to be running a giveaway at 10:45 regardless, Beck. This is just for fun. This is just to see what you guys are thinking here. I like the Merrill MVP thing. I hope he gets off the injured list soon, especially for my fantasy team here. But yeah, Jackson Merrill, it's tough because yesterday I was thinking Jackson Merrill when I made this post. And then I watched Jackson Chourio hit 5 RBIs with a home run in there. It's tough, man. It is so tough. I don't know, man. I won't pick Ellie. I'll say this, because Ellie does things that are crazy and does them with ease, says Dylan J. Ellie is so juicy and miss. I don't know what you mean by miss. It's like boom or bust. That's why I won't pick Ellie. He has the highest ceiling. I think it's safe to say. Ellie has the highest ceiling.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Ellie wins by 62%. Hit and miss. Yeah. Ellie is the sizzle. Chourio is the steak. I love that.
I think that's a good analogy, yeah.
You're good, Snot. You're good. The thing with Ellie is, yep. Everyone is kind of on the same page here. With Ellie, it's the sexy highlights. It's the, oh my God, did he just steal second, third, and home? It's the, did that ball really go 500 feet? But then right now he's going, he had a nice RBI double. But before that, he went 4 or 5 straight games. I don't even know if he had a hit, striking out a lot. He will make some plays in the field that make you go, what are you doing? You know what I mean? I feel Merrill is consistent with the bat and glove. Absolutely. I do wonder, Snot, to your point with all the Merrill hype, if there's like some sort of West Coast bias or something like that, like an anti-West Coast bias. Like playing for San Diego, it's a little bit harder to watch every Merrill game. So Snot, there you go. More credit to you. You actually live out there in San Diego. You get to watch him night in and night out.
Yeah.
Like last season, I feel like I didn't get to watch as much Jackson Merrill as I would have liked. And I looked at his numbers at the end of the season. I was like, what? Like, I didn't realize he was that good. I love watching with my kid, but I'm having him watch guys like Arias, Chourio, etc. 100%. I hear that. He did lead the league in strikeouts, if I'm not mistaken, by a wide margin last year. Who are you talking about, Snot? Who had raw talent? Talking about Merrill? Yeah, 100%. 100%. I think maybe was debating last night, first 7 years, Arias or Gallo. Who was better? Dude, definitely Arias, Penny Pitchin. Definitely Arias, because I think some of Arias' numbers are a little bit skewed playing in Minnesota and Miami. I don't know. It's tough. Because Arias just doesn't get any RBIs or runs. Gallo, Joey Gallo is just hilarious.
He is a funny guy.
Strikeouts and home runs are ridiculous. Yeah. I think ultimately on this one, if I had to pick one right now, I think I'd go Chourio. I think I'm on the same page as you. I think I'd go Chourio, because the thing with Chourio is we talked about Chourio as a prospect probably more than any of these 3 guys.
100%. He's going to be 26 when he's an unrestricted free agent if he hits that.
Right.
Yeah.
He's still 21 years old. He's slightly, I think, the youngest of the 3 still. I started PC Merrill last March. Good. Snot, good for you. Snot. And I guess you can just line it up. Okay, that one's just a J. That one's a J Merrill. That one's a J Mo with a 3 on it. Look at all the different autos. I got a, dude, that's a great PC right there, Snot. Man, I am envious. You were early to the Merrill party. I do wonder, last thing I'll say on this, does anyone think that him winning Rookie of the Year would have changed this?
Maybe got more eyes on him, like you said. The not anti-West Coast, but not many people getting to see it over here on the East Coast. They just hear the name, they see the stats. So I think it could have made people maybe pay attention a bit more to the Padres after kind of a down year last year. But maybe he'll be this year not needing that Rookie of the Year bump or that push, if you will. But I agree. I think if he won Rookie of the Year, more people would be aware of just what he's doing, because he is doing great stuff. I mean, the fact that we're talking about him potentially winning MVP and not being like, oh, what are you talking about? We're like, I didn't see it. I mean, that speaks volumes.
It's not saying he got robbed. I'm with you, Snot. Love Skeens. I don't use the word robbed, because when you actually look at Skeens' numbers, and it's like, damn, all right, I get why he won it. The one thing that I said, we were doing the show when the award came out. I said I was pretty confident Merrill was going to win it, because when you look back on how the award is given out, there was a comparable award, the Michael Harris Spencer Strider rookie year. And they gave it to Michael Harris and cited the fact that he was an everyday player was the ultimate decision. Interesting that they flipped this time around and gave it to Skeens. So I thought Merrill deserved it. I don't cry. I don't complain that they gave it to Paul Skeens. I do say this, because he didn't win Rookie of the Year, I think there's still an opportunity to buy Merrill cards.
I agree with that. Yep.
If he had won Rookie of the Year, he might have already been in that position where it's like, oh my gosh, you know, Chourio cards and Ellie cards go for way more than Merrill. It's ridiculous. It's not. I'm sure you're holding tight. I'm sure you're holding tight to those Merrill cards because he's still undervalued right now in the comp market. It was better for the league image and ratings to give it to Skeens.
Yep, agreed.
Yeah, it's 100% Dylan J, except for his reaction when he won. That wasn't better for the league and ratings. If Penny, I've been waiting to do a segment. I think I might save it for tomorrow. Called "If Only Blank Day Did Livy Done." It's a real segment I want to do, and I don't want to take credit away from Paul Skeens. It's just big bump. There is a big the Livy bump is real. Pause. Snipe the PSA 10 Merrill. What? It's not. Are you kidding me? That is ridiculous. I might have to get out there here. Said it at the time, might be worth switching from AL, NL Rookie Year to pitching hitting. I like that. Jay Kane,
That's a good idea. I've never heard
love that. Because Luis Heel winning AL Rookie of the Year was a big Luis Heel winning AL Rookie of the Year, in my opinion, was a bigger joke to me and a crime. Fell out of my chair. Snot, was that what was that an auction? And you're like, yeah, let me put a bid in, and then all of a sudden you're like,
wait, no one else bid on this?
I won? Oh my gosh, Snot. All right, Snot, you maybe keep that info to yourself because now you're going to have a couple more people taking a look at that. That's ridiculous. I'm just looking at other things. I agree with that, J. Kane. Modern day DiMaggio. I will say the other thing, Tempe on Pacific, good call. And I said this when he first got the extension. In the hobby, and I think in the baseball community as well, we love guys who play on the same team. You know, you think of guys like Chipper. You know what I mean? That's one that always comes to my mind. I'm trying to think of someone else. I don't know. I mean, Judge now. Jeter, of course. Jeter, you know, playing with the same team. Anyone else come to mind? Like, there is a big bump for guys who, you know, so Merrill being with the Padres at least for the next 9 years. It's going to be great.
Altuve is the only one that really comes to mind.
Oh, yeah, great shout.
A legacy guy.
But unfortunately for him, not a darling of the hobby, without a doubt about that. By the way, guys, I do want to say we got football going on right now. I didn't realize we got football breaking right now. I appreciate all you guys hanging out here. We're going to get a giveaway going on in 10 minutes at 10:45 Eastern over here. But if you guys are looking to hop in on a break right now, we do have football channel live right now. Oh, you stop it, you snot. You stop it. Matty Ice has been on quite a heater. I need Jackson Chourio to collectively cross streams at the same time with a triple auto card. They do have that, don't they? They do have that. And I'm still waiting on Jackson Holiday, by the way. Someone made a comment about Jackson Holiday on our post saying, glad you didn't put Jackson Holiday on here. Listen, he is not as great as these other three, but I am far from writing off Jackson Holiday.
Jackson Holiday is a buy now type. He is undervalued. He maybe is not going to be what we thought he would be to start, but that doesn't mean that he can't get to 85% of that.
And his numbers are pretty, you know, normal. You know, they're not bad. They're not amazing.
He's a second-year player.
And I think, what is he, 21 years old, Mav? You might know better than me. He's still 21 years old as well. You know, you see, like, Judge came up when he was 25, 26. It happens all the time. What I've been impressed from the small things I've seen of Holiday is he's not trying to win the World Series on every swing. You know what I mean? When he first came up last year, I feel like he was playing home run derby, trying to go crazy.
He had a lot to prove because he had so many people talking about him.
I've loved how he's kind of just gone the other way, made some contact and stuff like that. Pinching his card value will never be higher than it was last year this time. That might unfortunately be true, though, Penny, and that's something that I didn't think about. It's hard to recreate that hype. It's going to take a long time to kind of regain that trust from the hobby. Calling a spade. How much did his debut card went for crazy money? Was it 200 or something like that?
I think it was between 2 and 250. Yeah,
that's right. That's not. You're right. I mean, I don't know if you were here earlier when we were talking about it. Like the hype for Nick Kurtz is unreal when you have Tyler Soderstrom, who's 1 year older than him, doing the same thing at a higher level. That's how baseball hype works. It's hilarious and also like a little bit sad, you know, sometimes. All right, that's my baseball. Most of my baseball for the day. I'm carrying snot. I'm carrying a whole lot. I'd be buying up some Soderstrom right now if you can. That might be a little, eBay, take a look at that. But we had some big news in the NBA last night, Kregerman. I know you're an NBA guy.
That's me.
Luka Doncic returned to Dallas.
This had me emotional.
Emotional intro for Luka Doncic over there. Dude, how do you play a game after this, let alone cries? Puts up 31 immediately. It was actually a class act by the Mavericks organization because, look, you can talk about it a little more. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, they've been pretty like fascist-esque about this whole Luka thing.
Yeah, I saw a joke. There was a guy or a group of men that had Fire Nico. They were each holding 2 letters, and someone made the joke they must have smuggled that in in their underwear or something. Because if you have anything resembling that, a shirt, anything, they'll kick you out. So fascist, crazy word, but it is a good word to describe how the Dallas Mavericks have been handling this. But I mean, if you just look at the emotion in Luka, he didn't want to leave there. He would have played in Dallas for 20 years if they let him.
Oh, no, 100%. 100%. It was sad. I mean, watching it puts everything in perspective. It's really a young man who, you got to watch him grow up in front of your eyes. Let's see. This was also, then the actual game started. And look at the numbers here. I don't know if you can get the whole image in there. I might have to zoom out a little bit. Yeah, there you go. 45, 8, and 6 for Luka. An efficient 45, 8, and 6, mind you. Anthony Davis, who the trade was made for.
Plus 27 as well, not plus minus. That's what Luka has not played defense like that in a long time, but he's got something to prove. Not only that night, but I think going into May and June, maybe.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited. This is the only thing that I'm excited about. Dude, did you hear this, by the way?
What's up?
This is oh, man, I know you're not able to hear it. Just listen to the crowd. Listen to the crowd here.
You can assume what they're chanting. I did see the video of Mark Cuban sitting courtside for that, and he's got his head in his hands because there's a Fire Nico chant going on, and Mark never wanted this. He never wanted that to happen to the franchise. That was his baby for 20 years,
Fire Nico. I mean, that is a fever pitch. The entire stadium in Dallas rooting for Luka Doncic. Oh, yeah, Fire Nico. As loud as it can be. Oh, my gosh. Tell me, where do you go from here if you're Dallas?
It's tough because even one of the brighter spots of your young core being Derek Lively has not looked the same since Luka got traded. I mean, this was a guy that was nearly averaging a double-double his rookie year, and it turns out he was being spoon-fed more than Marcin Gortat with John Wall on the team. So Derek Lively regressing down to a 5-5 type of player off the bench. AD's injury-prone, Kyrie's injury-prone. They're both not getting any younger. I don't know where you go if you're Dallas here.
I have no idea. USMC, my buddy has season tickets. He was there last night. He is not renewing his USMC season tickets. Yeah, no, I mean, Uncle Rico. Look, nor should he. This is I'm telling you, it's Major League. It's Major League. They're going to try to move the team or something like that. That's the only thing that makes sense to me is that we're watching a Major League in real life.
Well, the thing is that the Celtics just sold for $6 billion. So with the new TV deal that's coming out, and I believe it's 2026 or 7, it's similar to when the MLB's is. They're wanting to add 2 new expansion teams by then. Almost positive one of them is going to be Seattle. More than likely, the next one's going to be either Vegas or St. Louis. But here's the thing. Dallas is the 4th biggest media market in the country outside of New York, LA, Chicago. Do you want to take a team out of the 4th biggest media market in the country? If it's going to Seattle and you're relocating the Mavericks to Seattle, no, probably not. It's tough. They're in a really weird spot.
It's just nothing. It'll never make. I've never seen anything like this. Has anyone ever seen anything like this? You know what I mean? I feel like I've never seen anything like this that I can remember in sports where a general manager and ownership just made such a horrible move. And the fan base so swiftly and so quickly reacted. And I credit Mavericks fans for just being we're not going to try to even pretend this is okay. We're not even going to try to pretend to root for our team anymore. We're done. We are going to show up to our home games and openly, when the Red Sox traded Babe Ruth, says Bobby V. I think that goes to show how this doesn't happen. This shouldn't happen. It's despicable. It's a disgrace.
I mean, what would have happened? What would the reaction have been for Dan Gilbert, the Cavs owner, if they traded LeBron in 2008 after that finals run where they got swept against the Spurs and they're just he's not going to be able to get it done?
It's true.
That's
It's
essentially
true.
it. Aside from maybe, Luka's 25 now, LeBron was 23 then. Aside from a couple of
God.
years, they're both about 2 to 3 years left on their contract. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of, unless you want to go as far back as Wilt going from Philly to Golden State. Unless you want to go that far back.
Right, it's crazy. Mavericks says Oilers traded Gretzky.
That's probably the closest comparison, because that was one that Gretzky didn't really ask for. It just kind of happened. It was, hey, we want to be proactive about this. Maybe, obviously this didn't happen, but the rumblings of Belichick wanting to move off of Brady to make room for Garoppolo around that 2016 to 17-ish range. If something like that had happened, maybe that'd be comparable. But I think it was Maverick that said it. Yeah, that might be the closest thing. Good shout, Maverick. Oilers trading Gretzky.
Yeah, which is just goes to show how stupid it is. I mean,
Yeah.
Look, maybe time will tell. I don't think we're saying Luka is Gretzky. You know what I mean? Gretzky, like the great one. Second time we've talked about Gretzky, by the way, this week. We've talked about Gretzky 0 times in the history of Talkin Slab before this week. But yeah, I think it goes to show how this just does not happen ever. It makes me a little bit sad. Just stinks, man. It just stinks. Gretzky is that Don just wanted to stay forever. I mean, I guess I don't know too much about that Gretzky trade to really talk about it. Kreger, you did say last week of the NBA, as someone who has watched minimal NBA, what am I watching for?
What you're watching for, the 3 seed and the 8 seed in the West still separated by just 2.5 games. Minnesota is currently the 8th seed, looking to potentially be a road game, first game of the play-in to potentially snack that 7 seed. But if the chips fall, they could also be a 3rd seed and host the first potentially 2 rounds of the playoffs. So what I'm mainly looking for is right now we got the 1 and 2 seed locked up. Oklahoma City out in the West, number 1, Houston, number 2. I'm looking at potentially LA being the 3 seed and Golden State being the 6 seed and having a first round matchup of LeBron and Luka versus Curry and the Warriors.
Okay.
That's what I'm watching for.
That's
at least.
fun. Penny, with max contracts, there was no concern of losing in free agency. And Brandon, how about those Sixers? Oh, big win for those Sixers last night over your Wizards, Kreger.
Huge win. Wizards now tied with the Jazz for leading the Cooper Flag sweepstakes.
I'm looking at my phone. I'm looking at my phone right now.
Okay.
In the last week, since Monday, going back to last week, I have 5 calls from the Philadelphia 76ers asking me if I'm interested in season tickets.
Really?
Yes. 5 calls. They are down bad. They are desperate. I inquired a little bit at the start of the season. Obviously, I did not go through.
Yeah.
I moved to Florida since then. And they've called me 5 times in the last week. Flags Utah almost seems meant to be. Not sure why. Just seems right. Oh, I'm sure why.
No.
I sure hope he doesn't. Give me
me
Cooper
too.
Flag to the Sixers, please. I beg.
Sixers do not deserve Cooper Flag after
No,
this
they
year.
don't.
They played basketball the wrong way this year.
Oh my goodness. Keep ignoring. They may have to ask you to shoot up soon. I know. I'm really tempted to answer the phone and hit him with a Daryl Morey is a liar and I will never play for one of his organizations again. Let me say that one more time. Daryl Morey is a liar. I mean, whoever's cold calling me nonstop though probably isn't making enough commission right now to deserve that. So yeah.
Speaking of, is it crazy to say this might be the best season Harden's had since his Houston days?
Brother, you'll have to tell me.
James Harden, I think ever since trimming the fat of that LA Clippers team and Paul George, has had a great comeback this year. He's averaging basically his highest since that first Brooklyn year, which even then wasn't too much, 18 or 19, but he's back in the 20s. I think Kawhi's been healthy most this year too. Be on the lookout for the Clippers, who right now look like they could have a 4-5 matchup with a weak Denver roster.
All right, Clippers. I'll be asleep. I mean, the Clippers, I'm sleeping, man. It's the same thing with what did we say earlier? Where we said, it's like Rory and the Masters.
Yeah, like Rory.
Look out for the Clippers.
That's
I
fair.
can't do it, man. And I can't stand the Clippers. Man.
Zubac had a triple-double.
Oh my God, what a joke!
I mean,
man.
I'm telling you, trimming that fat of Paul George, especially you have a good coach in Ty Lue. The culture's been there as well. I wouldn't be surprised if they at least maybe make the conference finals. They'd have to, if they end up at that 4-5 seed, a weak Denver team and then an inexperienced OKC team. Granted, the OKC Thunder is going to win 68 games. Maybe we have a Battle of LA finals we've been waiting for 6 years.
I'll say this much. I've taken a big old dump on the NBA this entire year. The Lakers have got me very interested.
Yeah.
Like, when the playoffs come around, I want to watch any Lakers game I can. Other than that, like, NBA playoffs are typically fun. I'll make an effort. I really will make an effort. No promises. But, yeah, I've been pretty out of it, as we know. Slab or no slab giveaway is going up right here, right now. Good luck, ladies and gentlemen.
I tell you what, this Sunday is going to be great viewing as well, because not only do we have Masters Sunday, but also every year the NBA on the last day of the season always has every Eastern Conference team scheduled at 1 o'clock, every Western Conference team scheduled at 3:30.
That's pretty cool right there. I never thought about that.
They do that kind of like the NFL, how they don't have the last week of the season, a Thursday night, a Monday night, a Saturday night, because they want everybody to play the same day. That way nobody rests, hey, let's, throw a game for seeding or whatnot.
No shot. I don't think so, Dealin' Jay. I like the thought, but you couldn't just gut an entire city and franchise like that and
fourth biggest media market in the country. You're not doing that.
No, I like where your head's at. I'm always a fan of putting the tinfoil hat on, but I can't get there, man. I can't get there. All right, what do we got here? What else do we have? A lot of news here. Yeah, a lot of news here. We got a little card corner action for you. What do you want to do? Card corner or the Masters here, Craig? Or your call?
Let's do card corner. We'll end with the Masters.
All right. So big news here that I'm not a fan of here. You see this? The two Colorado Stars, Travis Hunter, Shedeur Sanders.
Did Shedeur sign as well?
Yes.
I only saw Travis. I did not know
yesterday.
Shedeur. Okay.
Shedeur joined him, signed with Panini. What do you think about that?
Hey, I got nothing wrong with that other company personally, but it's especially if they know they're going to be losing the license. I wonder what kind of bag they offered.
Yeah.
Because now that they're not going to be paying the NFL for the license, they probably have a lot of expendable money.
Design, and someone can correct me if I'm wrong, this is the last year Panini has the 2025 NFL season, and after that, it turns over to Fanatics.
Yeah,
I believe.
It's wishy-washy. It's not as easy as like January 1st or like the day after the Super Bowl, so I'm not too sure the exact day. I think it's been pushed back for so long because of the litigation on antitrust lawsuits and whatnot. Yep. I don't have a good answer for you.
So they'll have to push out all their products before 2026. Yeah. I'm pretty sure. And design, look, this is where I kind of back off a little bit because I'm like, there might be some fine print.
Yeah.
There might be some research that I don't know the exact ins and outs of, and I don't want to speak out of turn here. But to me, I took this as a kind of last big bet from Panini almost. Also, how long is the deal? Because it may just be 2 years ago. I don't know about that one penny pinching. Yeah, no, that's a good point. It's a good point. I'm not sure exactly either. I just kind of read the headlines. I was like, oh, Panini also adds Shedeur along with Travis Hunter. To me, this was a big bet. Just going on, all right, who's the biggest two names in this year's draft class that we can really make sure we just get out in front of, tether ourselves to, not going to let Fanatics take them from us. Does make me wonder, does Cam Ward end up going Fanatics here? Because Cam Ward, a lot of people are saying, could be the better player. But interesting to see how the hobby reacts early on to the names of Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter. When we talk about this, every single person in this chat, I feel like, says, Shedeur stinks. Shedeur's going to be a bust. Travis Hunter stinks. Travis Hunter's going to be a bust. But don't you feel like their cards might sell for more than Cam Ward?
Oh, a lot more. I don't feel that. I know that.
You're confident? What do we think here? Because this got me thinking about that. Because when we talk about football and the things that actually matter, results, winnings, numbers, we are all saying Cam Ward going to be the better player. But I kind of have to tip my cap to Panini for going out and grabbing the two guys who have bigger names. You know what I mean?
Like product. Yeah.
It's just so. I think it goes to show how fickle the hobby is sometimes, where it's like winning and success doesn't always equal hobby value.
Yeah.
It baffles the mind. It frustrates the mind sometimes too. Trying to make sense of it sometimes. But yeah, just something I noticed was Panini taking out Travis Hunter and Shedeur. I didn't see anyone else. Did you see anyone else that had signed exclusively?
No, I didn't even see Shedeur. I only saw Travis, and maybe Shedeur's news broke a little bit later on.
Yeah, it did. It was a little later yesterday, probably 4 or 5 yesterday. I saw it on Twitter.
Now, that second bullet point is interesting to me. The Masters Gnomes.
The Masters Gnomes?
So, a buddy of mine went to Augusta Monday and Tuesday. Matt, if you're watching, what's up? And he mentioned this to me, which is the only reason I know about it. But for those that don't know, when you're at Augusta, you are not allowed to have your phones.
Yeah.
You are not allowed to have your phones. So when my buddy texted me and said, hey, check out this Master Gnome selling for $500, $400 on eBay, was $49.99 at the team store, the clubhouse. I was like, oh, why didn't you buy any? And he goes, we didn't have our phone to know we could flip them. But he's like, if I knew that, I would have bought everything in the clubhouse.
Dude, So you are limited to one gnome per patron, as they would call them down. Oh my God, I was going to say down there in Augusta. Up there in Augusta. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Dude, these gnomes are, what'd you say, $450?
Between $450 and $500 they're selling for on eBay. They were $49.99 at the clubhouse.
Okay, if anyone is somehow going to the Masters, grab yourself a gnome. Not only are they selling for buku bucks, they are awesome. They were sold out by 10 yesterday. The line was massive. Let me see. I think they have a couple. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Dude, I love these gnomes. I'm sorry.
That's cool. Every year, maybe a different design. I think that'd be really cool.
What else we got here? Little salt and pepper shaker gnomes.
I like that.
Look, I know the golf card market isn't that crazy. What are these listed at? I know the golf sports card market isn't that crazy. The Master Gnomes market is popping. It reminds me of my grandma's Precious Moments collections. Over my head there, penny pinching. You familiar with what's... I got nothing on that one, penny pinching, the Precious Moments. But, yeah, nevertheless, if you can get your hands on some Masters Gnomes, go for it. I love it, too, because it's like tangible. You know what I mean? It's like you can really display it. I think it's like if you've got a man cave, it's like, dude, you got a Masters Gnome? That thing's awesome right there.
It's unique. Not many people will have one, I don't think.
You don't know Precious Moments? Oh, man. Respect the Precious Moments. All right, here we go. We got to pull it up now. Precious Moments. What the hell is this? All right.
Okay, I've seen these in my grandma's house. I didn't know they were called Precious Moments.
Precious Moments?
Definitely have seen these before.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I was unfamiliar. My grandparents were not a Precious Moments my grandparents were Atlantic City grandparents.
Yeah.
They were not a Precious Moments grandparents. Every grandparents have to have something, you know? My grandparents were Yankees on the radio, trips to Atlantic City. You know what I mean? Some grandparents like Precious Moments. People would kill for those things back in the day. This is Neil and Jay. It's so ridiculous, man. Precious Moments. I broke one of my grandma's one time. I thought she was going to choke me out.
Oh my!
Oh man, I am glad to learn about these Precious Moments here. It's always funny these fun. I mean, you had the silly bands and the what else we have here? Other fads.
Beanie Babies.
Beanie Babies. That was the other one. The
Silly
Beanie
bands.
Babies.
Wow, I remember getting those taken away at elementary school because I wouldn't stop trading them.
100%. It's crazy what ends up going viral.
Going to random stores you've never been to before. My mom asked me, "Why do you want to go to Kohl's, Al? Like you're 8," and I'm like, "Because they have silly bands. Like they have the MLB exclusive silly bands."
Dude, really?
Yeah, they had some that were like the Tampa Bay Rays logo or like the Sunburst, the Ray. But for whatever reason, you could only find them at Kohl's. It's
Alec,
crazy.
why do you want to go to Kohl's?
Yeah, it makes sense. My mom asking why an 8-year-old guy wants to go to Kohl's.
Also, in case you guys saw, how much time we got? 6 minutes. We might spend a little more time talking about it. But the Cooper Super got a hit yesterday. The Cooper Super did get hit.
Now that was the.
Is the wrong one?
It's not the wrong one. I believe that was the image that Topps put out.
No, you're right.
Now, I saw the one that had the, what was it, say, shout out 207 or from the 207 it said on it.
Yeah, you're right. Hang on. We tweeted it out here.
It just didn't have the inscription. The inscription made it so cool.
Yeah.
There it is. Yeah.
Where's the original post? Here we go. Hang on one second. My apologies. Dang, man. All over the place. Question, did missing the game winner affect the value of that card in your opinion, or does it not matter that much? I'll answer it this way. It didn't make it go down. Making the game winner would have made it go way up, if that makes sense. All right, there we go. I want to find the original post. Dylan, it did not go down. I was looking at his comps. I didn't check it. I checked it on Monday. It was $1,400 for a Cooper Flag Bowman base auto, by the way. But... yeah, if he had made it, it would have been even higher. But, yeah, card hit in North Carolina, by the way. That's awesome. Cooper Flag Superfractor looked like it was pulled in a local card shop. So there you go. All you commenters out there on the Topps Instagram, where's the, finally, not a breaker on this one. There you go. Have your win, all right? Cooper Flag pulled in a LCS in North Carolina. The right Bowmans go for crazy money.
Yeah.
Dylan, it is going to be, and I want to spend some more time on this one tomorrow because I want to talk a little Masters here. This is going to break a record for most expensive collegiate or Bowman U sale of all time. Kaline Clark's 1-1 went for $78,000.
This will break six figures.
This will
break six figures.
We'll do a bigger deep dive on this tomorrow, I think, just to kind of do like a higher lower.
Yeah. While we're on the topic of super fractors for basketball, though, big one got pulled yesterday. 2020 Panini Contenders.
Edwards?
Anthony Edwards 101 got pulled. I don't remember if it was autoed or not, but I know it was the super.
That's awesome, man. I always love
hiding in a box for 5 years.
Bang, exactly. Yeah, same with Jackson Merrill. Jackson Merrill's debut patch, still hiding in a box. Maybe Snot Boogie's gonna hop on that one. Every Bowman I draft I get is worth $4. Same here, Dylan. Same here. It's a hard knock life. There is only one Cooper flag. We got Tops 3 coming out tomorrow.
Yeah.
We'll be selling this. Stranger Things High Tech. It's actually a pretty cool product, pretty cheap too. I think it's $150.
Yeah.
I'm not sure
8
that
cards per box. You can find autographs of the actors and actresses as well.
Yeah, Millie Bobby Brown in there. My guy, what's his name? Joe Keery. Freaking love Joe Keery, man. Steve Harrington, he's awesome. You watch his other movie? Where he's a serial killer streamer, dude.
Serial
good
killer
movie.
Streamer? No,
Good
I
movie.
haven't. Lately, I've been watching De Niro.
De Niro?
And,
Okay.
what was it called? Wow, 0 Day is what it was called. New thriller came out on Netflix. Essentially a cyber attack on
take a
America.
look. I'll
Former
take a look.
president. They asked him to come back to lead the country.
Really?
Yeah, it was crazy.
I'm gonna take a look. I'm always up for a good watch.
Nice little 6-episode hour
Dylan,
piece.
are debut patches only in hobby or are they in values too? Someone could correct me if I'm wrong. I think they're hypothetically in values, but it's like
You could
odds
find
are
one.
worse than a needle in a haystack.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like 1 in 1. It's like winning the lottery pretty much. But I do think they have been pulled out of retails and megas and stuff like that before, but not counting on it. But it is possible. It is possible. All right, we got 2 minutes to go here. Just about 2 minutes, give or take. Didn't Skeens get pulled from retail? No, Skeens was a hobby box.
I was about to say, I think that was hobby.
JK knows. Yeah, the kid begged. The kid begged and pleaded for a Top Scrum hobby box in his diary. I don't know about that one. I'm going to keep my lips sealed. All right, Masters are live. Scotty Scheffler is on the course right now.
This was awesome.
By the way, little something about me. This was my job last year. I was the person who clipped this kind of stuff last year. I was not able to work with the Masters this year because I'm here. But who saw this? This was, who was this?
This was
Rory's kid?
Poppy McElroy.
So cute. In case you missed it,
Shane
Poppy
Lowry goes
McElroy. Rory just had her tap it and watch that thing roll. Bang! It's awesome. There is nothing cuter. There is nothing cuter than these little kids in the caddy suits at the Masters. Oh my God, they're so cute. Check that ball, says Rye for a magnet. Hey, yo, Zinger, says Penny Pinchin. She should putt in the clutch for him.
Right? If only Rory could putt like that on Sunday.
Oh my goodness. This is one of the best weekends.
It is.
I am so excited. So, who we got? Give it to me, chat. Who are we picking in the Masters? I got 2. I am going with Ludwig Aberg. I believe I'm saying his name right.
Good pick.
By the way, when I'm betting, I like to do the without Scotty Scheffler market.
There is one that's without Scotty, without Rory this year.
I'm taking the risk because if Rory wins, I'm just gonna be so happy for him that I'm gonna be like, okay, if I lose my $5 bet on Ludwig Aberg, if Rory wins, so be it. But I am doing you get good odds in the without Scotty market too.
Yeah.
Zalatoris, I don't know anything about golf, Penny. Like straight up, I will talk your ear about baseball, about NFL, college basketball. When it comes to golf, I am as casual can be.
Zalatoris, one of the better putters on the entire tour.
There you go.
75 to 1 is good odds for him if you want to just take a flyer on it. I know JT Potson's one that I think has.
Ooh, okay.
JT Potson's one who I believe is 200 to 1.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he's apparently looked really good on the range this week. If I had to make 2 picks, I'm going with either Xander Schauffele, who's just been very close for a lot of these majors, or Colin Morikawa.
I'm pulling up my all right. I laid a full unit on Scotty Scheffler to be top 20 after today.
Okay.
To be top 20 in the first round. I put a nice half unit on Morikawa and Ludwig Aberg, both to finish in the top 20.
Okay.
I got a couple bets on Ludwig to win it outright. And then I got a bet on Bryson to win it outright. Sprinkles on Justin Rose and Sahith Theegala, just for fun. Here for the Masters, I'm taking Lizard. Oh, that's not a real name. It's like, there's no way that's a real name. You laid a what on who? What are you talking about, Ryan? But yeah, man, I just love the Masters. I'm gonna be having the Masters are a great just like background kind of thing. Especially like today, I got like one AirPod in, just the Masters on the side, you know. And all of a sudden you hear a big putt. You know, you look over the crowd, the swell of the crowd. But yeah, man, Masters. Oh, by the way, oh no, what did I do with it? Oh, I forgot to put the picture of. Putting units on people, can't do those things. 1 and 178 equal. Oh, is that the math in the debut patch? Is that the math in the debut patch? One of my favorite yearly tradition. Masters concessions menu. Here we go. What do we got here? What are we ordering at the Masters?
Debo. Slab just ran. Debo 112R. Debo 112R.
Let's go, Debo. All right. Debo, our one and only slab or no slabs. Come on, baby. Let's do it, Debo. Good luck. Don't call him Samuel. 125. Oh, boy. What did I do there?
Man, when you said that, I was just like, why did we talk about Samuel L. Jackson? Like, when then I realized.
Wait, what's Samuel L. Jackson?
Well, you said don't call him Samuel, and I was just what did Samuel L. Jackson do to
No,
the thing?
Debo, don't call him Samuel. Good luck, Debo. 125 or 50. Good luck, good luck, good luck. What do we got? What do we got?
42.
42 for Jackie, baby. Let's go. Come on now. 42 is
Corey Seager.
Corey Seager to 99. Respectable. That's just like a bang average.
Yeah.
Like, that's a slab wheel baseline card right
Yeah.
there. There you go. Knock stuff over. Corey Seager to 99. Let me go in and grab that for you here. Oh, it's a museum. Yeah. It's a Corey Seager to 99. Right there. Believe it or not, Miss Baseball, Jackie Robinson cards. Jackie Robinson cards aren't too easy
Hard to come by.
to find, let alone give away. But refund. Suzuki to 200, 400. Wait, where is that one? I think I started writing to 200, and then it was actually to 400, and I forgot to erase.
Well, I got number one of 204,000.
And some would disagree with you, Penny. Some would disagree with you, for sure. I would absolutely disagree with you. Don't put words in my mouth there. We love Jack. Are you kidding me? My goodness, my goodness. Fun show today, man. Fun show. Appreciate you bearing with my baseball soliloquy there. I just get excited, man. It's baseball season, but let's see what we got in the store so far. I know we just had the one break. It looks like we're gonna start nice and light today. Just gonna start nice and light, no fluff. Had some fun running the 2-box super jumbo here. 6 spots already gone. Still some big spots in that break, guys. Hop on in. We're gonna be getting that one going early and often. We also have football going on. Obsidian, Inception over with Jaws and Matty Ice. That should be fun as well. But nonetheless, that's going to do it for me. Kreger, appreciate it. You're back tomorrow, right?
Back tomorrow, 3 a.m., release day, Stranger Things, and Tops 3 basketball.
There you go. Take a look at that tomorrow. Should be fun. But, yeah, for now, we're going to send it over to our guys breaking. I'm not sure who's in the room. We'll find out in just a moment. But appreciate you guys joining me. Go Phillies tonight, of course. Go Birds. And go anyone but Scotty Scheffler. Should be a fun weekend of the Masters. Have a wonderful Thursday, guys. I'll see you tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. But for now, send over to Breakin' right here at Suncoast Sports. Adios.